happy to be here. Hear ye! Hear ye! Hear ye! My lords, my ladies, good citizens of Cobourg, and all who would be present for this beautiful, beautiful celebration. Let it be known that upon this 24th day of July, in the year of our Lord, 2021, that the Cobourg Ecology Garden did celebrate its 25th anniversary upon the northern shore of Lake Ontario. On Earth Day, in the year of our Lord, 1996. Blessed was the first sunrise ceremony around the planting of a new bur oak, leading the way for creating an attractive, peaceful place for all life to enjoy endlessly. Let it also be known that this magical and beautiful environment embodies all natural, organic, chemical-free gardening, a place where community members can gain new ideas, implement new strategies, like the 3 triangle beds that we see, and witness artistic, loving hands at work, where anyone can relax in this protected, serene place. Yes, my friends, the garden brings awareness to the need to protect and maintain green space, native species, and beautifying our beloved community. Warmest congratulations to all who would contribute to this living, breathing, and life-enhancing entity. May this garden continue to grow and evolve through warm hearts and warm, caring hands. And may God save our gracious Majesty, the Queen.
On this occasion of the 25th anniversary, I extend to you the congratulations and recognition of the citizens of Cobourg and all members of Council. Watching the Ecology Garden grow over these past 25 years from a seedling of an idea. And I can tell you that because you may not know this, but many years ago, probably almost 25 some years ago, my son was hired as a summer student here, and I can tell you the Ecology Garden doesn't look then like it does today. And the first call he made to me was, "Dad, can you bring your tools? We got some work to do." And I can tell you, we spent the entire summer creating the 2 paths at the far end. It took the complete summer. So I can agree, it's a seedling of an idea. To showcase today the organic gardening to the expansive garden it is today. And it certainly has been a pleasure for me as mayor and members of council to experience. The garden's beauty and moments of tranquility and educational value are immeasurable. Thank you sincerely for this truly important gift. And I want to use that word again. It is a gift. And I hope we all sustain it. We wish you continued success, longevity. Dora, to you, to all your members, your committees. You can't miss them. I think they're wearing green shirts called I Dig. So please give them applause and thank them.
Very first sunrise turnout, there was, with the original inauguration of the garden, we did have Mayor Chelovich, and we had about 6 people. So this is tremendous in 25 years to see this wonderful outpouring of support of the Ecology Gardens. Now, Minnie Pinnell, for anybody who knows her, was a very determined woman, and you wouldn't want to say no to her because I tried once. And she asked me, it was very, very important to Minnie that this garden begin on a spiritual foundation. And she wanted it to make it as interfaith as possible, that every spirituality would be respected. So in the first blessing, we had myself and a Baha'i who was also indigenous, Evelyn Loft Watts, and we did the original blessing together. Unfortunately, sadly, Evelyn has passed, but today we have Julie Bothwell from Alderville who will be doing the indigenous smudging and blessing. And so we are honored to have her. So let us begin this day as we did 25 years ago in a good spiritual way. And I will begin by giving a tobacco offering to ask Julie if she would honor us with doing a smudging ceremony and a blessing. Evelyn, would you accept this, and would you do a blessing for us with the smudging?
I'm honored to be here. I am from Alderville First Nation, and I just wanted to say miigwech, which means thank you in our Anishinaabe language, Ojibwe language. It means thank you. And I just want to say miigwech for honoring and doing that. We've made many moves and great strides in 25 years, and even in 5 years to doing land acknowledgements and to have us a part of doing this beautiful work. And as has been already spoken, as Indigenous people, our Akikwe, our Mother Earth, is a strong part of who we are. We believe that we would not be where we are today without our mother. As we know, our mothers play a significant part in our lives, all of us. And so we cannot ignore the work of our Mother Earth and how she sustains us. And the work that we continue to do as Indigenous people is about standing up for the rights of our land, of our mother. And I'm so honored many times to be walking in water walks and honoring land-based activism, that we have many of our non-Indigenous brothers and sisters standing with us, believing in the caretaking of our mother. And so I'm honored to be here with you all this morning and just say miigwech for this sama, this tobacco, is our first offering. Our 4 medicines are tobacco, sweetgrass, sage, and cedar. And so miigwech for this, and this is how we do this good work. So miigwech for having me. I will do a smudging ceremony. I will just actually light it and let it, it'll take care of itself and go where it needs to go. We try to control these medicines, and I myself have even tried to do a little medicine garden, and they just have a life and a mind of their own, and so they should. And so they go off and make their own gardens. And so I'll light this sage now. It is a women's medicine, and ask that this sage does its work for you all. This sage is a healing medicine. When we do a smudge, you will often see people cleanse themselves. They wash all of their senses to open their eyes to see good things today. Open your ears so you'll hear only kind words today. Open your mouth so you'll only speak kind words. And open your mind to open your mind up and take care of your mental self today. And to open your heart, to smudge your heart and your spirit so you'll feel whole and feel good today. And so I'll light these, again, the sage to bless all of you and open your day and throughout the day to have a really great day today. Miigwech.
Water blessing that we also did at the opening ceremony. But I need your help to make this water holy. You are gathered here because you love Mother Earth, because you want to cherish the trees and the birds and the animals. Thank you. I can feel the good spirit coming into this water. So I will bless the area here so that this land here will know that it is loved by the people, and we have used the water from this area, from this land. You get a special blessing. Meat wedge. And Dora gets a special blessing. And each of you, thank you for your care for Mother Earth. So may this love of the Mother Earth be with you and guide you as you seek to care for her.
I'd like to begin by extending my thanks to Dora for inviting me to be a part of this very special celebration today. This is actually my first in-person meeting this year, and I can't tell you how good it feels to just see all of you face to face. I actually feel that it's really fitting that today we're not just celebrating the 25th anniversary of the Ecology Garden, but in many ways we're celebrating the beginning of our recovery from the pandemic and our ability to emerge from our individual cocoons and come together again. Now, I say that it's very fitting because if there's one thing for me that I've learned from the pandemic, it's the tremendous importance of our parks, our public spaces, the natural environment, and our connection with nature for supporting our mental, physical, and our spiritual health. And the Ecology Garden has been a lifeline to so many people over the last year and a half. It's a haven, it's a place of peace, of joy, it's a place of hope. I mean, what's more hopeful than the sunflowers that line this boardwalk? And thank you to Roma for keeping council updated on the sunflowers. It always lifts my spirit when I receive those emails. Personally, this garden has been a haven for myself and for my family. When we do our annual photo shoot, this is always the location that we choose. So we have so many cherished memories and photos in our home of our children running through this garden, exploring the paths, reading the messages of hope painted on the rocks. I think everyone who walks this boardwalk knows the magic of this place. And I'm really inspired by the individuals who've been so instrumental in caring for this special corner of our planet. I'd just like to acknowledge a few of them. Firstly, I'm grateful to the Williams Treaties First Nations for their stewardship of these land and waters for generations. I'm really inspired by the tenacity and perseverance of Minnie Pinnell, who founded the Ecology Garden 25 years ago, and I feel we're really celebrating her legacy here today. I'm impressed by the creativity of the garden's designers, and I can see that so much thought goes into the design of this garden. So from Miriam Mouton, who helped turn the original dream into reality, to Madison Walter, who designed the garden's newest beds. I'm encouraged by Linda Gregg and the Sisters of Villa St. Joseph, whose support and nurturing have helped make this garden possible and connect us all to the Creator. I'm really thankful for the town's Parks Department staff. Under the leadership of Teresa Behan, they support the work of the Ecology Garden volunteers, and I see Rory and Rick here as well. Thank you. I need to mention as well Master Gardener Marie, who's over here, who's been involved in the garden since 2004 and well into her 90s and still going strong. So what an inspiration. But most Most of all, I'm inspired by Dora and the current volunteers and supporters of the garden, whose passion and vision are making this garden accessible and relevant to new generations. On behalf of the town of Cobourg and all my colleagues on council, thank you so much for everything you do for our community. Now, 25 years from now, I hope that the Cobourg Ecology Garden will have motivated all of us not just to maintain our green spaces, but to expand them. Not just to appreciate the environment, but to rejuvenate it. And not just to talk about sustainability, but to really live it. Thank you again to everyone involved in this endeavor, and congratulations on your 25th anniversary.
And invited students to design the Silver Anniversary Celebration Gardens you see here. It's nice to see people actually sitting on the retaining walls. Although we can't take credit for constructing the retaining walls, we really embraced the opportunity to contribute to the designs this year. So students were invited to deliver a spring, summer, and fall garden. And the criteria was simply to adhere to the principles of unity, scale, balance, focal point, and simplicity, and choose pollinator plants, which were prescribed. And Madison Walter really embraced the project. We gave students a survey of the triangles here, and she made great decisions about scale, the scale of the plants, fit. She used an AutoCAD-based program called Dynascape, and she did a beautiful job, not just in delivering the principles of unity, but also the gardens, I think, embody the more universal principles of harmony, spring, summer, and fall. So good job, Madison.
Good work. Well done. Great work.
Thank you, Dora. When I saw some work being done, I saw my staff kind of cringe because I promised them there was no work today. So thank you. As I read on the website for the Ecology Garden, the mission of the Ecology Garden is they will endeavor to educate the public on the importance of our environment by increasing the awareness of the need to protect and maintain green space and native species, while attempting to beautify our community to be enjoyed by all for generations to come. When I read this mission, I believe that it is the same mission for the Parks Department with the town of Cobourg. The Parks Department has worked with the Ecology Garden every year since the garden started 25 years ago. They were instrumental in our Communities in Bloom winnings in 2016 and national in 2017. I know that staff have enjoyed working with them immensely, and newfound friendships have lasted years and years. I would like to thank the town staff that are here today. Rory Quigley is our parks manager. Stu DeVoe is the working foreman. He's not here today, I don't think. Rick Cromlish and his wife and young children showed up today. He is the horticulturist that works at the greenhouses who grew the beautiful sunflowers this year. And I understand that he will take pictures with the sunflowers for $1. Yeah, right. I didn't run that by him, sorry. And Jason Johns, who was the parks manager and is currently at the CCC managing. Thank you very much for allowing us to be part of your special day, and please remember that we enjoy your garden as much as you do. Thank you.
So I'm thrilled to introduce to you, I'll do one at a time, the winners of the poetry contest, and then after I introduce you, it'll be your turn to come up and read. Okay, so the first prize for a student is for a poem called Renewal by Katia Lagakis, and she composed a moving poem that lyrically traces the cycle and recycle of the seasons. So I'd like Katia to please step forward.
Hi there, everyone. Thank you so much for having me today. I really appreciate it. I love composing poetry, writing. I love nature so much, so it's an honor to be here. Sure, yeah, thank you. Okay. Yeah, I think it's fine. Yeah. Okay. This is renewal. All of nature tucked into sleep, a last hurrah of brilliance. We watch in awe as colors deep remind us of life's resilience. Cold creeps and red turns brown until all of color conformity. The dead and dying, tired and crying, the white and barren, once vibrancy. But the first bud of a new opens and all of life gathers round to see. A puff of wind, a hush unbroken, a token of all that is and all that will be. Sleep, O holy inevitability, it ends all strife. For death is change, change is growth, and growth is life.
To invite up the adult who won first prize for a poem called Daphne's Shade. And I'm thrilled to invite up Felicity Sidnell Reed, who has composed a poem that takes you for an exultant, transformative walk among trees. Congratulations.
Okay. Well, I'm very honored to have won this competition, and I'm happy to read you Daphne's Shade. Summer shadows fell upon the path today, a glorious rope of flowers and leaves, skipping over the bricks with gentle feet. All day long the sun has urged the trees to spread their gleaming greenery in shady spots the very light is green, tinting hair and skin till credence prompts transfiguration, human into tree. Thank you.
I'd like to now announce the winner of the student's second prize for a poem called Sense of Nature. And I'm thrilled to invite Haley Richard to the microphone. She has composed a poem that is rich in rhyme, exhorting us to change or perish.
Thank you. Sense of nature. The hint of lavender collides with me, all those unique kinds I see, all of them equally pollinized by the simple creature we call a bee. Endless fragrances meet the air. Do I dare to stop and stare at the natural habitats that they all share? My hearing is consumed by the sound of the ease, everything, yet nothing, drowned with memories. A simple touch of rain erased all the pain of those who failed to sustain the value of pure gain. For better or worse, we are all given the ability to change. The landscape is a range of what was previously arranged due to the exchange. It happens every season, no matter the reason, but know that it is the cause of man-made treason.
Congratulations to Mary Lynn Hammond. She has composed a powerful and eloquent reminder to remember that the roots sustain us.
Thank you. So yes, called Remembering. You, cut off in your colonies of concrete, glass, steel, the earth remembers you. It remembers you are the tumult of hooves tattooing thunder on the shining plains, the dart and glint of minnows in the warm shallows, and the coal-black swoop of ravens over blue-shadowed ice. You are the teeming jungle, spangled with shards of light, and the plash and ripple of waves as the moonlit ocean breathes in and out and in. The earth remembers you are the final, sorrowful heartbeat of all the endlings, the great auk, the quagga, the white dolphin. You are all of these and you have forgotten, but the earth, wounded yet forbearing, remembers you and waits for you to remember too.
Tony, as mayor 25 years ago, what's it like for you to be here today?
Well, it was, I really am thankful that I was able to come. You know, it just makes you feel so thankful that the initiative was started, and I was, you know, grateful to be part of it and supported to get it going. But, you know, the people of Cobourg are really, when they take a project on, they do it so well. And so many new people have come now to realize that this is a really unique initiative, and it's going to be here for the long term, and I'm very happy for that.
Did you think, and this might be, did you think it would last this long and get as big as it has, and the volunteers and everything, or just like you say, the Cobourg people are tenacious?
Well, you know, Minnie Patel, she did such a great job. Like, she was kind of ahead of the rest of us, and she got us going on to really realize that the environment and the natural areas were important to the town, and you know, there were others at that time, but you need leaders in the community that will, you know, spark the initiatives. And so when I looked up through here and see how it's still natural, but it's polished, and it's got so much, it's an educational program as well as for the beauty and the recreation of the people.